From what I've learned in this document and from many people studying it, and mostly from Meditation with Angels, is that the Philadelphia experiment was energetically connected to the other experience through time, space, and dimension. The first experiment was performed on Mars almost 1,000,000 years ago when the Martians first came to Earth at the beginning of Atlantis. The next experiment was completed at the end of Atlantis about 13,000 years ago, which created the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle has caused major problems in many far distant areas of deep space. This experiment was completely out of control because in trying to create a synthetic Merkaba to control Atlantis, the Martians did not remember exactly how to do it. The primary reason the Greys first came to Earth was to solve this problem. They were the ones who were being affected the most by this illegal experiment. Many of their planets were being destroyed. Later, the Greys tried to use us to create this hybrid race to save themselves, but their experiments on us were completely unrelated to the original problem. The Greys trying to solve this problem of the out-of-control Merkaba assisted humans to do the first modern experiment to solve the problem at the Bermuda Triangle. It was performed in 1913, but it didn't work. In fact, I believe it made things worse and probably was the source of the First World War in 1914, exactly 40 years later. This time period was critical. The US military performed the Philadelphia experiment in 1943 during the Second World War. Again, in 1983, 40 years later, the Montauk experiment was performed. Trying to solve the problems caused by the Philadelphia experiment, a small experiment was finally completed in 1993, a harmonic of the 4D cycle, to speed up the male component of the original problem caused by the Atlanteans. Now, everything I'm explaining to y'all, all these experiments is leading up to what they're experimenting right now. If you've been following me, I hope y'all have been. I have videos and connections where I mostly break these experiments down, and if you have been following me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, I really thank you. But unfortunately, my official page has been hacked. So if you can, please follow my new one, Ku AF Networks. It'd be greatly appreciated. Peace, guys.